My name is Wankairi Zasena.
My name is Amanpreet Kaur.
My name is Ariane Gans.
My name is Sofia Davila.
My name is Madeline Olano.
And why are you guys here?
Well, we're here representing all CUNY students from New York City, and we're here on behalf of Hunter College and Welfare Rights Initiative, which is a nonprofit organization who believes in access to education for all students, no matter race, ethnicity, or background.
Can you tell us what your ethnicity is?
I'm Dominican and Cuban. I'm a Latina who was born here in New York.
You, ma'am?
I'm also Latina. I'm Colombian and Ecuadorian.
I'm Caucasian.
We know that. I thought maybe you were from Sweden or something.
German, Irish.
It's okay. And you, ma'am?
Asian. I'm Dominican who was born in Dominican Republic.
How do you feel these tax cuts are affecting those of us in education?
Well, it affects us in education very much because most of us who are receiving TAP and Pell assistance to continue our education, we're actually being cut from our funding, and we're actually very upset because how are we supposed to continue being educated if we're not receiving the proper funding to continue to do so?
You ladies agree with that?
I definitely.
Have you seen a rise in your tuition and all that?
Yes, very much. By a couple $500 a semester.
Each semester it keeps going up, and TAP and Pell keep decreasing. It's making it more and more difficult for families to stay in school.
And if we do stay in school, how are we going to pay for our books for all the classes that we have to take? So that's where TAP comes into place, because they give us the money to afford the books for the classes, and they're actually decreasing that money from us. They're taking that away.
Even though we're supposed to be the future generation, they're cutting our opportunities by cutting our TAP and Pell, which is basically for most of us the only chance to attend school.
I receive TAP, and that's the only source of my education. Like I go to college because of TAP. If I don't get enough TAP, I don't get enough help from the government, then how can I'm supposed to get the education and save a future?
I'm in the same position as her. Without TAP, without Pell, I can't afford college. So I'm actually graduating this semester because of TAP and Pell. And if I can't imagine someone else in my place in the future who wants to go to college and they just can't afford it, I don't know what they're gonna do. So that's why we need to continue pressing on. They shouldn't do tax cuts on the rich, and they need to give more money to us, the poor, in education.
God bless you. You see my button, right?
Yes.
That's what we stand for.
The two was not enough money. There's only 212 of us. We only make I make $79,500. It ain't that much money. About 1% of my salary times 212 ain't gonna give you $1 million. So city council make more than us. They do make more than us. They make a lot more than us. Yeah, they make $121 million, and 1% of their salary ain't gonna do it. Again, understand this. We're with you. There's nobody who's been more on the front line of education than I have, and especially about funding it. Right. So we're going to continue to fight over it. I am not sure how we're going to skin the cat. I'm glad you're up here, but the cat is going to get skinned, and I promise you that. And I'm glad you're up here because, again, I tell everybody, if you come up, you may not get what you want. But if you don't come up, you're definitely not getting it. Right. So the fact that you're up here, and the fact that so many people up here in mass talking to legislators and walking around the halls is actually a good sign for everybody. And people get, one, that education and children are a priority. Two, the other things that people are also giving the clear fact that we can't continue to have a tax system that is as unfair as it currently is. You can't have CeCe Sabathia, who's the starting pitcher for the Yankees, who makes $25 million, and Miss Murphy, who's my third grade teacher at PS 193, making the same amount of money. And so that's where we are.
Okay. Now, one last question. The housing crisis.
I'm sorry? Yeah, is that my t-shirt? Huh? Is that my t-shirt? I'm gonna take my t-shirt off.
Don't let him take it.
You
want one, Kevin? I have one. We have to.
Yes.
I just have Kevin Parker, Senator Kevin Parker.
And where does he represent?
New York, from Brooklyn.
I'm supportive of it. So whether it actually gets done or not is a different question, right? So again, you're asking me.
One person.
I'm supportive.
Okay.
It hasn't been brought up for a vote yet, so I can't say I'm voting for it.
It'll come up.
I don't know. I hope that it does. It may not. So we'll see what happens. I mean, again, the fact that you're up here advocating for it is important.
Well,
I've been advocating for it, and so we'll see what happens.
Thank you.
Okay.
In fact, we had a long conversation with the governor this last night about it.
All right.
Okay.
Like I was mentioning earlier, the rent guidelines.
Right here for the kids.
Go back up there.
No, but it's still
3 or 4 folders with like just random
it's still on the table.
What? What's still on the table?
The guidelines for the rent.
Rent guidelines, sunset June 15th or something like that.
Right.
We are hoping to get that done in the budget. It may or may not get done then, but we will not leave here before that gets done. And we're not going to allow it to go to June 15th without getting it done.
All right. And for that does have something to do with the kids.
Well, it's huge. It's huge. It's everybody. It doesn't do everybody. Everybody. Right.
It's housing.
Yeah, you're talking about over a million people. Yes, sir.
How come millionaires pay the same tax that I pay?
Again, I've already indicated. I'm supportive of it. If we get a chance to vote for it, I'm going to vote for it. I've been advocating for it. I get you.
Double standard.
It is. No, it's unfair. It's regressive taxation. But